Hello, Pisces. How are you? Welcome. I hope you're doing very, very well. Pisces, let's see what your energies are like right now so you can use them to your advantage. You may be able to see a situation from a new point of view. This reading is general. Take what resonates with you. If not, disregard the message, and it applies to all those who have their sun, ascendant, moon, or Venus in the sign of Pisces. Pisces, if you need a personal reading with me, you can write to the email shown on the screen, and I will send you all the information you need. If you want, you can follow me on my other TikTok and Instagram accounts, where I will be uploading new content for all of you. All right, let's channel a message for the sign of Pisces. Pisces, let's see. This starts with the Seven of Cups. We have the Eight of Swords. We have the Magician, the Tower. All right, Pisces. I feel like there's an evolution, especially on a mental level and also in connection with the people around you. Why do I say evolution? Because I feel like there's some confusing situation you're going through right now that's making you doubt things. Do you also feel limited by other people in some cases? I see that there are a lot of thoughts, and there are also situations that you don't fully understand. Things that don't quite add up for you. You're in a moment of heightened awareness, very perceptive of the energies around you. And some influences that often come from people close to us can sometimes cloud our judgment. It's like I'm not seeing things clearly. I don't really understand what's happening, what I'm feeling, what I'm seeing. In the middle of all this, there are revelations, things that come to light, situations, some of them unexpected. They can even be unexpected messages, things you didn't see coming, but that puts you to the test. Why is all this happening? One, this revelation or this unexpected change is meant to pull you out of a certain state or mindset. Through that revelation, yes, the Tower is telling you, Pisces, this can't go on the same way. This has to change. There's something you need to break with. There's something you need to leave behind. And what is it that you need to break or let go of? An old way of thinking or beliefs that you had if you were really attached to them. I feel like the key is there. In your mindset, in the way you approach things, in your outlook, or in how you direct your ideas and thoughts. The more attached you are to this, the more confusion it will create. It's also necessary. What this Tower is here to do is not only to clear up your doubts, because I feel like, let's see, both things are happening at the same time. It's the sudden situation that surprises me and leaves me kind of confused. But what the Tower wants is for you to let go of a way of thinking that was more connected to your dreams, to your ideals, but wasn't grounded in reality. Okay? The idea here with this transit, with this energy aspect in the tarot, has a lot to do with the liberation of mental patterns. And above all, awakening to a new reality. This is, well, becoming aware of something, the magician, right? Here, what we have is light, there is revelation, there is power, and also, above all, there is the decision to start something, to make a decision. That is, I'm going to take matters into my own hands. I already understood what was confusing me. I already understood the revelation, where the energy is moving. This can affect, in some cases, several areas of your life. Attention. That's why I say third-party influences, your social environment and people telling you different things, end up just leaving you confused. So you have the power of decision here, right? Not to let yourselves be influenced by comments from others or by other people's decisions. Break this pattern and make your own decision, right? It's like, well, I express myself in my own way. Let's see where this energy is going, dear Pisces. General energy. Available. Let's go. Let's take 3 more cards over here. You have the Knight of Pentacles over here. We have the Tower, which comes up again. And we have the Ten of Cups, the Seven of Swords. All right. I feel that this situation, pay attention, might be very closely related to the work environment, to the professional field. I see some kind of connection there with other people regarding work-related matters. For example, these could also be offers that people are making you, right? Like job opportunities, opportunities for promotion, things that are promised at work. That also create excitement. That also create expectations. But I feel like there's something there that you'll end up finding out about. I mean, either this wasn't really true or I was letting myself get carried away too much by my own thoughts. There's something here that can't be seen, something not visible at first glance. That's why I say there's either a hidden intention from someone else or there's something that doesn't add up, okay? That's why the revelation comes. So the key is to be careful with those thoughts or those promises, which you blindly trust and let yourself get carried away by. I feel that you need to make sure, really make sure. What kind of agreement do you have? With whom do you make that agreement? Where does the information come from? Okay? I feel that an important job change is coming. This will probably also mean a change when it comes to generating income in your life. The transformation is evident. Maybe you were avoiding making this change at work. Maybe you didn't want to see it. The need to make this change of direction or to get out of this structure and explore something new. But the change has come by force. So it could be that there's a situation coming from the outside that pushes you to make this change, a change that should have been made at another time in the workplace. Sometimes this can be, for example, changes in the environment, changes, moving to a new office, to work in a place where you can be much calmer, for example, because the point is to look for that, to look for peace, to look for tranquility, to work in an environment of happiness and fulfillment, not in a place with a negative environment, intrusive energies, confusions, where everything is clear in that sense. So the decision is coming. I really feel this as changes in your surroundings. Office moves. Looking for a place where you really feel good, where you truly feel fulfilled. Or a job where you feel that way. Maybe in some cases, it also has to do with independence, right? Independence at work, creating your own project, right? That project that's going to bring you happiness, Pisces, huh? You have the Knight of Wands there. Let's see what comes with it. We have the Three of Wands and we have the Queen of Cups. Temperance. Well, this is about moving forward, Pisces, toward that ideal, that dream, that future you want to see come true, right? That's why you're making a lot of decisions to change direction, especially when it comes to work. That's what you're aligning yourself with on an emotional level. That's what you feel with your heart, right? And I feel it very strongly when it comes to a project. That's why you should listen to your intuition, because right now your intuition is a compass. What's happening right now regarding that unexpected situation or those changes is directly related to a process of purification. What doesn't work, what has already served its purpose, what isn't useful for your development right now is leaving. It's being released. That's why the change is intense. And I feel that what this change does is not only clear your mind, but also clarify your destiny, your goals, and your outlook, so that you can put energy, passion, and love as well into building this new future that is opening up for all of you. Okay? I feel like these are also going to be days of important discoveries, right? Of a lot of revelation and a lot of information coming to light and awakening you, not only regarding work or your close environment, but also regarding your love life, I think, in some cases, right? This is like discovering a great love. It could be a great love for a project or also a great love for someone you've met, right? Like planning something for the future with this person, right? Envisioning a life, envisioning a commitment. I can see myself living with this person. Even if you've already been getting to know someone, if you've been sharing things for a while, you may also start visualizing what it would be like to live with this person, right? I feel like the relationship can move to the next level. There's something that might be starting in the area of love, right? Like a new stage. I also feel a great openness, right? A great opening of the heart. And you're going to feel it. You're going to see it. Your eyes are going to open. And I feel this is going to motivate you to move forward with it. It's not going to be something that just stays in your mind as an ideal, but it's about moving forward. Pisces, there are dreams ahead, there are hopes, but I feel like you're at a point where you don't want that accumulation of dreams and hopes to confuse what you want to start. Rather, you're at a point where you want to break away from illusions and move forward toward your goals, toward your purpose. In other words, you don't want those dreams and hopes to just stay there in that realm, but to materialize, to take shape. You don't want that desire you have to remain just a wish or a longing, but for it to manifest, for you to see it, to feel it. And you know that for this, you have to take action. You have to move. And the good thing is that you have that energy, okay? All right, let's see what we have for Pisces in the Oracle. This is the Egyptian Oracle. Advice or message? Let's see. Sign of Pisces. Pisces, you have here reconsideration. It's Arcanum 58. It's a supermental energy, right? That's why I say a lot is happening in your mind. Your eyes are opening. Right now, you have the chance to see situations from different angles, from different perspectives. And that's when you start to understand, you start to comprehend something. So the energy of revelation is strong, but what this energy also tells us is that it's a good time, right, to get back into learning something. If you've stopped, for example, studying something, it's a great time to pick it up again, right? To pick up that study again, to resume learning, or even to improve yourself in an area where you feel you need to expand your knowledge, right? To pick up that book you had left aside, to go back to that learning, that information. It's like there's going to be a need to grow, right? It's like, I'm drawn to this. I want to study this. I want to go back to studying this, and I go for it. So it's time to change that mindset or to refresh that mindset. Dear Pisces, this is what we've seen for all of you. Have a beautiful day, and we'll see you here next time.